Let's say for this effect, I hand the deck over to the spectator and they can give it a shuffle. After they're done shuffling the deck, I would actually ask for the deck back and explain that I am going to go through and take out a prediction. So let's say I go through and I take out, let's say this prediction right here. We will leave that right there. Now, if I had a spectator, I would go ahead and ask them to name out loud any card they would like. Now, because I don't have a spectator here, we're going to use this a regular deck of cards here for the spectator. So we can give the deck a cut, a quick shuffle, and then let's see what card they name. So let's say in this case, the spectator names the two of spades. It can really be any card. They can even change the card. But let's say they want to stick with the two of spades. So now I would explain to the spectator here that we're going to actually take out the mate to the two of spades, in this case the two of clubs, just so we don't forget what card they named. So I'm going to go through again, and I'm going to take out another card. Maybe a different card. I'm not going to say much, though. I think that one. And once again, the spectator can really name any card they would like. So let's say in this case they name the two of hearts. It's a lot of twos here. I say, okay, you name the two of hearts, so that means in this case, I will take out the two of diamonds. And last but not least, I'm going to take out one more card. I think that one. And the spectator can name any card again they would like. So let's say they name not the two of clubs again, but a different one. The 10 of clubs. Say okay. So we're going to need to find the mate. In this case, the 10 of spades. Get all those cards out of the way. Right here, the 10 of spades. Okay, so I had the spectator go ahead and name 3 cards. So the last card they named was the 10 of clubs, and I put down the mate to it, the 10 of spades. The previous card they named was the 2 of hearts, and I put down the 2 of diamonds. And the first card they named was the 2 of spades, and I put down the 2 of clubs. Let's see how well the spectator did for my 3 predictions. And in this case, we have the 10 of clubs with the 10 of spades, the 2 of hearts with the 2 of diamonds, and last but not least, the 2 of spades with the 2 of clubs. So, that is today's effect. If you would like to learn how to do this, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Okay, so, tutorial time. This is actually quite simple, and there's only one little thing you're going to need. And I remember a while back, I dedicated an entire video to this one thing. So before I talk about what the one card is, if you're wondering about the deck I'm using, these are the Empire Bloodlines, the blue edition. I do have a deck review on this deck, so that will be linked down below. So, what do you need? Well, first of all, you're going to need 52 cards, just because they are going to have the chance to say any card. But here is the secret behind this whole trick. A double backer. So yes, you're going to need a double backer. Now, the video I'm going to link down below is actually a video of me going over some playing cards I have that come with double backers, in case you're new to Magic and you need some ideas, or if you want to get some more double backers. You can never have enough double backers. And that's all you're going to need. 52 cards and the double backer. So, starting off this effect, the spectator could shuffle the deck. Just keep in mind a few things could happen. Number one, if they shuffle face down like this, there is that chance that a card could actually, one of two things could happen. Okay, it could fall right here out of the deck, and the spectator could go ahead, pick up the card, and take a quick glance at it just to see what it is. And if it's the double backer, that's going to ruin the entire effect. Another thing that could happen is you shuffle the deck, the double backer comes falling right out of the deck and turns over. That is not going to look very good. And probably the worst thing that could happen is they shuffle face up like this, and while they are shuffling, they happen to shuffle right to the double backer. So we see the double backer is right here. I'll cut some cards. They shuffle like this, and then they come to this. Now, they might think that's a face-up card, so they turn it over, and they see it's the same back. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, if you hand out to your spectator to shuffle, make sure they're good at shuffling, so that double backer doesn't get revealed. Or you could actually palm the double backer off, hand them the deck to shuffle, you take it back, and you can palm that double backer right on top, and then cut in the middle. So, the deck is shuffled. You explain you're going to make a prediction here. All you are going to do is take out that double backer. Now, a few things you're going to want to remember. I'm going to do this exposed. Now, just like the performance, you would do it like this. So you're going to go through, keep in mind like this, though. I'm going to expose it. You're going to go through and you're going to look for that double backer. You're going to want to go ahead and take it out and leave it down. Now, a few things you don't want to do, or really one thing. You don't want to take out the prediction like this. They see the card back, and then you turn your hand down, and then you put it down like that. They saw a back here, they see a back here. And another thing you don't want to do is you have the card up like this, you take the double backer out, and sometimes this might happen, and you don't even think about it though. You just put it down like that. Okay, now right there, if they're very attentive, they're going to notice two backs. But if you get some misdirection, you could probably get away with it. I just like to be on my game and take out the card like this, tilt my hand down, and then put it right there. So the big thing here is make sure they only see one side of the double backer. So now that that's out of the way, the spectator is really going to name any card. Now because I didn't have a spectator with me, I used another deck. But the spectator can really name any card. So let's get a different card for once. So let's say the spectator names the 3 of clubs. And this is all based on the one ahead principle. So keep in mind, once again, everything like the performance is going to be like this. I am going to expose it like this. You ask for a card, they name the 3 of clubs. You say, okay. What you're going to do is actually go through and look for the mate to the 3 of clubs. In this case, the 3 of spades. And you explain that we're going to take out the mate just so we don't forget what card they name. Now, really quick, if you're unfamiliar with mates, mates is basically this. There are going to be 2 cards that have, 1, the matching number or value, in this case 3, and the matching color. So clubs go with spades because they're both black, and in this case, hearts go with diamonds because they're red, or in this case, they're blue. But for a bicycle deck, they would be red. So that's all mates really is. I hope that makes sense. I actually made a few videos already on mates, so I could probably go ahead in the future and dedicate one video going over every mate in the deck and talking about mates. Let me know if you would like to see that. It actually sounds like a fun video. Okay, so right here, the three of spades. You're going to take it out. And now you say you're going to make another prediction. What you're going to do here is actually take out that three of clubs and leave it face down. So now they're going to name another card. So in this case, they name the eight of clubs. You say, okay, let's find that eight of spades just so we don't forget it. And you can leave it like that. And while you're actually taking out these face down cards, you can say, okay, I think I'm going to do a black card. I think I'm going to do a red card. You can really style it any way you want so you don't have the same color. And now you're going to take out one more prediction. And this is going to be that eight of clubs. In this last step, you're going to do two steps, but it's going to be covered in one action. So you're going to ask them for one more card. So let's say in this case, not the three of clubs again. Say the nine of diamonds. So what are you going to do? Well, you're going to look for that nine of diamonds, and it really doesn't matter if you see the nine of hearts before the nine or after, because you're going to cut this nine to the top. You want it to look like you're having trouble looking for the mate. Might say, okay, let's look for that nine of hearts. And what I do is I cut the deck and say, okay, let's get those cards out of the way. That might help me better. You can say anything you want. You just want to cut that nine of diamonds to the top. And you're going to look for the nine of hearts. And essentially, you can cut that to the top as well. But you know you're going to take out the nine of diamonds anyway. So they named the nine of hearts. Just put that to the top of the deck and put the nine of diamonds on the table. I like to put both of them on top just so I don't forget which two I'm looking for. But now the trick is pretty much over. You're going to need a break, though, underneath that top nine. So what I did was actually a pinky count. If you don't know how to do that, I'll leave a link down below. You could riffle up if you want. That's fine, too. But here's one more way you could do it. So you say, okay, I asked you for three cards, and we took out the three mates. And now you're going to start picking up the cards. Start with the last mate you put down. In this case, the nine of diamonds. So you can pick up this card. Don't flash it, though, because it's not going to match. Going to match to here. You say, okay. So, you said the nine of hearts, and I put down the nine of diamonds, just so we didn't forget it. Take this card and scoop it right under this next face down one. Pick them both up and say, for this one, you named the eight of clubs, and I took out the eight of spades. And finally, this is the double backer, so that needs to go on top and say, okay. The first card you named was the three of clubs. I put down the three of spades. And while you're actually saying that, you can then push off this card with your thumb, put all of these cards on top at once, and then turn everything over. Now, because of that double backer, that is going to hide everything. So once you turn it over, you can say, okay, see how well you did here. So the nine of diamonds with the nine of hearts, the eight of clubs with the eight of spades, and the three of spades with that three of clubs. And if you notice, that double backer is still on top. So that was the effect for today. I hope you really enjoyed this one. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time with a new video. Bye.